Day 19 of our 30-day challenge. When was the last time you went with your partner to something that they really enjoyed doing, i.e. a hobby or an activity? I was discussing the 30-day challenge with my wife and how each day is a challenge as I cycle through the various languages of love. Obviously, I have a bias towards my language of love. Well, she mentioned something that she still does, and that is that she likes to go with me when I'm on my motorbike. Now, despite the fact that she may be in pain because being a pillion or a passenger on the back of a bike is not always the most comfortable place to be, she does it because she loves me and wants to share one of my loves with me. Now, on the other side of the coin, I will go along to a lot of her training events where she's coaching people in business and family balance. Then there are also those events that we both really enjoy going to together. And that may be something that actually helps us to develop further in our own lives. We are lifetime learners and we're always developing our skills. Now, obviously, there are times when it's just simply not appropriate for the other person to go along. Now, the other day, my wife had a business meeting, and it was the final meeting that she was having with this particular group, and I would have been the only partner to go along, so I declined, as I didn't feel that it was appropriate when this was the last time that my wife would be seeing a lot of these people. Now, it's important to understand that not being invited to something is not necessarily a bad thing, and sometimes saying no to an invitation to something is actually a good thing. You'll need to make your own rules in relation to this. Now, today's challenge. Ask your partner if there is something that she wishes you took an interest in, or he wishes you took an interest in. Do not take over their hobby, but enjoy theirs. What do I mean by this? Well, as an ASPie, we tend to devour information and become very knowledgeable very quickly. It is a great skill to have, but can upset others who may take years to learn what we may learn in weeks. So, if you do see something that they are doing that you feel could be done differently, don't try and tell them to do something differently. It's actually better to ask them a question about it, i.e., I love the way that you do that. I read recently that some people do this instead. Can I ask you why you actually prefer to do it in this way, and let them give you a response? Now, the advantage of putting a question in that sort of format is that they remain the expert in the field, and you get to impart what you learnt without it actually feeling like you're actually telling them to do something differently. And they may have very, very good reasons why they choose to do it their way and not your way, or the way that you feel is actually better. Anyway, that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and feel free to comment. I know that there's been some hard ones recently, and I was questioning whether or not maybe I'm making some of these challenges almost too hard for some people. Give me some feedback on how you're finding it, and yeah, bit of fun tomorrow. We'll talk then.